So our next story is a good person who's going to be famous for the right reason. And the umbrella sponsor for today's event and one of the real early advocates of Uniquely Auburn is Trillium Employment Services. Today we're going to hear about one of their many amazing success stories. So please help me welcome Jesse Torgerson and Anthony Castro.
Hi, my name is Jesse Torgerson. I work at Trillium Employment Services. We're a nonprofit organization. Our mission is to help people with disabilities find successful employment in the community. I have a friend with me today. Can you introduce yourself?
Hi, everybody.
Tell them who you are.
My name is AnthonyCastro.
Anthony, do you want to tell everyone who's in this picture?
He's Catherine Castro. He's my sister. And my sister, Bridget. My mom, Nathaniel. I'm his son.
That's great. So their family's lived in Auburn for since 2005. They're a Filipino family. Have a lot of family living in Hawaii. Anthony graduated from Tyee High School that year, and then in 2005 he entered the Auburn High School Transition Program, which is a vocational program that gives students with disabilities opportunities to try out a variety of different kinds of work so they can build their skill set and kind of find out where their future in the workforce might look like. Just filler. In Anthony's last year of the transition program, when he was 21, the Auburn Rotary Club decided to start a program called Partners for Work. And that's a program where they select an intern with a disability to come in and do a variety of tasks there while also building kind of their professional skills for when they enter the workforce. Anthony's duties at the Auburn Rotary included he cashiered for when the members came in to pay for their lunch every day. And then he helped bust the tables and break down the meeting. And this is a picture of Anthony with at that time, club president, Terry Davis. Anthony held that internship for about 2.5 years and got to know club members really well. Anthony worked alongside Brett Cowman most of the time, and Brett and Anthony became good friends, and Brett got to know Anthony really well. Brett is the vice president of operations at a club or a business here in Auburn called System 3. It's an epoxy resin manufacturing and distribution warehouse. Brett knew of an opening at that warehouse and told me about it, and I went down and met with the warehouse managers and kind of saw the job and asked if they'd like to meet Anthony and see if he could come in and try the job out. So we did that, and Anthony came in and got to know them and tried a couple tasks for a couple hours, and they learned real quickly that Anthony's very skilled, and they hired him on the spot. Anthony works in their distribution wing, and here he is shrink wrapping these bottles of epoxy resin here, and he puts them in the plastic. They go through the oven, shrink wraps. Then he puts the units into a box, labels it, tapes it up, puts it on a pallet, and then they are ready to ship that out. Here Anthony's building kits, so it's similar, but he's taking these bottles, putting them in boxes, and then into larger boxes, and he does a great job. He works 25 hours a week, Monday through Friday, from 9 a.m. to 2:30. Sometimes when Anthony's not being productive, he can be caught doing some of his famous James Bond poses in the warehouse, as you can see here. And when I asked Anthony, here, why don't you tell everyone who's in this picture?
It's my boss, Kevin, and my boss, Josh. That's me.
So as you can see, there are goofballs out there. When I asked Anthony who was in this picture previously, he said, "That's my friend Kevin, and that's my friend Josh." That's what he said to me. And I said, "Yeah, well, Kevin's your boss, and he's your coworker." But it's really a great thing when a person with a disability can get a job and go to work and feel like his coworkers are his friends as well. And it's just a beautiful story. And I like it so much because it involved the Auburn School District, the Rotary, and then a local Auburn business. And Anthony's going to work there for a long time, and they're really happy to have him. Funny story, his boss told me the other day, Anthony recently had a birthday, and all the staff there bought him a cake and threw a birthday party for him. And they gave him a card, and he opened the card up, and it was kind of one of those pop-up cards, and everybody had signed it. And I guess Anthony spent a good 30 seconds shaking the card upside down, and then he said, "Well, where's my money?" Anyways, it's really great. They all go to lunch at the same time every day in the break room, and so he gets to have lunch and socialize with all these guys, and it's a lot of fun. So thank you, Auburn, for participating in such great stuff. All right.